There's not a day that goes by that Reverend Expedito Farinas doesn't pray for the lives lost or changed forever on the night of April 26th.
The only possible way that I could help is to pray.
The day after the tragedy, Reverend Farinas spoke to the congregation at his parish, St. Mary the Virgin, mere blocks away from where it happened. It was the most difficult sermon of his life.
I was so emotional because I could feel the anger. I could feel the frustrations. I could still feel that sadness, and is until now is still lingering in our community.
The emotion, the trauma of what happened is still raw for many around Vancouver as the community struggles to come to terms with something that was without precedent in the city.
Not enough time has passed. It still feels very fresh.
Counseling, community gatherings, religion, and artistic expression are among the many coping mechanisms people are using to process their grief, but some say they're stuck, frustrated with the pace of justice as a court case involving the suspect accused of carrying out the attack waits for a trial date.
To this day, there's no justice or accountability that has happened, which I think makes it more difficult because you can't possibly, move on or, grieve properly without justice.
Others impacted by the tragedy say it's thrown larger issues facing the Filipino community into sharp relief.
The lack of mental health supports for migrant communities, for diasporic communities, really has been just like the cracks have been just illuminated.
At the end of the day, I think the resilience narrative still needs to work in favor of creating more systemic solutions rather than justifying systemic obstacles that continue to occur.
Although a large sum of money was raised in the aftermath, community groups say the sheer scale of those affected means the funding will not last, leading to calls for the government to provide more support. But in the meantime, the community will continue its fight to move forward, day by day, beckoned by the promise of a brighter tomorrow.
There is hope. There is life beyond of those sadness, beyond of those tragedies. We still have hope.
In Vancouver, Jack Rabb, City News.